I wanted to ask you about you won the 3 games Syracuse. They outscored them 14-3, and I was asking coach and the different players, how does that feel that you guys are always known for defense, but to add scoring to that mixture? How lethal does that make your team?
Yeah, and come playoff time, it's important to score goals and obviously keep the puck out of your net as well. So the fact that we got to do that for 3 games, we put up, like you said, 14 goals in 3 games is huge for our confidence and huge going into the next round.
What was the key to be able to do that against Syracuse? Was there something you guys were seeing out there? How did that happen out there?
I mean, we get a scout before every game, and we know kind of what they're going to bring defensively and off the rush. And when we watch video, we see things like that, and we obviously executed pretty well. And obviously, our power play helped out big time in a couple of those games.
And then for the clincher game, you had a big game, scored the game-winning goal, had 2 goals. What was that like to be such a big-time contributor out there in a clinching game for the playoffs?
Yeah, it's obviously fun to score in playoffs, especially, and when it comes in a clinching game and you get the game winner, it's nice. But I mean, Meredith makes a big saves down the stretch for me to get that, so it's a good feeling, and I thought I played pretty well.
And now you had a late season injury for a little while, and since coming back, how do you think you've been playing, and health-wise, how do you think you're feeling out there now that you're getting ready for this playoff grind?
Yeah, I feel good. It was just like a little maintenance thing that I had to take care of before or come playoff time. So coming into playoffs, I felt really good, and I've felt good so far.
Do you like the team dynamic? You've gotten guys who came back from Pittsburgh, coming here when you were up 2-0 already, and then you have all these guys who've been playing so well throughout the year, whether they've been going back and forth or just been here throughout the season. What is the team dynamic? Guys pulling for each other, and then just the overall atmosphere, chemistry-wise.
Yeah, we have a great chemistry in the room, and with those guys coming back, it's only going to help us. And it's not to say the guys that were in the lineup didn't do anything, because they did a lot. They helped us win the first 2 games, and you never know when you can be playing or when you're going to come out. But the boost those guys gave us was really helped us on Wednesday night, and it should help us going forward.
And then the other thing I wanted to ask about rest situation. Is there such thing as too much rest? Is it helpful getting guys healthy, ready for the next round? And then you also want to, I guess, have these up-tempo practices, stay in a hot rhythm like you were in the first round for your next opponent.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with the rest. I mean, you can't take your mind off playoffs for too long. Obviously, you're excited that you won the round, but you have to know that the next round's coming quicker than you think. And to stay in shape, take care of your bodies, and stuff like that is all important during that rest time. But it's also good for the team and for us to get our rest and get our legs back under us.
And then practicing when you don't quite know who your next opponent is that difficult at all? Have you been following the other series potential against either Hartford or Manchester you might play? Do you keep track of that? And is it kind of a weird situation when you don't quite know who your opponent's going to be next?
Yeah, we obviously pay attention to who we're going to be playing next, and not knowing it doesn't change our work ethic or anything. But obviously, you can't prepare tactically until you do know who you're getting. So, I mean, today was a really hard working practice, and it's just about conditioning and staying ready.
And then the final thing is just the fan support, to come out to a practice, support you guys. How does that make you guys feel that when they show up for a practice and they're just rooting you on?
Yeah, the sport's been incredible throughout the playoffs so far and throughout the year. So to see them out of practice today gives the guys a lot of energy, and it was a lot of fun to do that.